If I told you that a purple elephant wearing roller skates just ordered a pepperoni pizza on the moon, you would instantly have a perfect mental picture of it. Even though that sentence has never been spoken in human history, your brain decoded the meaning in milliseconds. We often think of language as a massive list of words we've memorized, but possessing a dictionary is not the same as possessing a language. A static list of words lacks the structural system required to form a single coherent thought. Linguist Noam Chomsky proposed that humans are born with an unconscious, biological rulebook pre-wired into the brain. We don't just learn words, we possess an internal grammar that dictates how those words can be combined. This distinguishes us from other species. A parrot can be trained to mimic human sounds with incredible accuracy. However, without that internal rulebook, the parrot is simply repeating a fixed output it cannot modify or expand. Even complex communication, like a bee's dance, remains limited. A bee can signal the distance to a food source, but it uses a rigid, invariant gesture. It cannot combine different concepts to create a new message. Human language works like an invisible Lego set in your mind. Rather than memorizing pre-glued models, you have a set of individual blocks and the structural rules to snap them together, allowing you to build an infinite number of unique thoughts. This starts in a department called phonetics, the study of the physical sounds used in speech. Before we ever write a letter on a page, our language exists as physical vibrations in the air. This diagram compares the words cat and night. Despite different spellings, both are built from exactly 3 distinct sounds, called phonemes. A phoneme is the smallest unit of sound that can change the meaning of a word. We produce this specific inventory of sounds by manipulating our anatomy. We use our lips, tongue, and throat to physically block or shape the air leaving our lungs, creating the raw materials of speech. These physical vibrations are the raw, melted plastic of our Lego metaphor. On their own, they carry no meaning, but are ready to be molded into the smallest pieces of our mental building blocks. Next is morphology, the brain's assembly line, where those raw sounds are molded into morphemes. A morpheme is the smallest unit of a language that actually carries meaning. Take the Turkish word gözlükler, which means glasses. We can see that this word isn't a single item pulled from memory, but a structure built from 3 distinct pieces. It starts with the root block, göz, which is the morpheme for eye. When the derivational suffix lük clicks into that root, it changes the meaning entirely. This specific rule transforms the concept of an eye into the object glasses. Finally, the inflectional suffix ler clicks into place. This final piece provides the grammatical information that the object is plural. This system is highly efficient. Your brain doesn't need to store every word variation. It stores the base blocks and uses a subconscious rule system to snap them together in a fraction of a second. Once the blocks are assembled, the brain moves to the semantics department. Semantics is the study of how words and sentences relate to the real-world concepts they represent. This diagram shows what linguists call the arbitrary sign. There is no physical or natural reason why a furry, 4-legged animal is linked to the sound dog in English or köpek in Turkish. That link only exists because of a shared cultural agreement. We have collectively decided that a specific sound represents a specific concept. Once words are assigned a meaning, they are given semantic rules in a sentence. This is like casting actors in a play. One word plays the agent, the one performing the action, while another plays the theme, the entity receiving the action. By combining agreed-upon meanings with strict behavioral roles, our brain turns simple blocks into an instruction manual for reality. These 3 systems work in constant unison: our inventory of sounds, the rules for combining them, and the meanings assigned to them. The true power of this system lies in its math. Because the rules are finite, but the possible combinations are limitless, humans can create an infinite number of original messages. You have the ability to generate a thought that has never existed before, and transmit that exact idea into another person's mind using nothing but vibrating air. Speaking a language is the act of operating a complex biological machine that runs entirely below the level of conscious thought. This shared machinery is what allows us to bridge the gap between 2 minds, making it a unique trait of our species.